we're just going to start from back control and start working through stuff, okay? The first one to do is the rear naked choke. Yes? Good. But I'm going to use you as a new kid. Get that seat forward. Play first night back and he gets choked. I missed you, buddy. All right, so what we're doing back control. Again, we do not want to have our hooks too deep. You're going to learn why later. Right? Ankle lock here that you don't want to have happen. We are not going to do this either. What happens when we do this? Burpees, because we don't want that ankle lock to happen. So heels high inside, right? We want to stay seated and leaning in. We want chest to back contact. Our seat belt, we've got an arm over the shoulder, an arm under. The under arm, our palm is going to face us and we're in a gable grip. Now the reason I want the underarm facing is because when Clay goes to break my grips, he's got to go for the one in front. So if these are like this and he goes the one in front, I no longer have a choking arm and he can pinch this elbow tight to his ribs and now I don't have arms, right? So if I'm here, he has to attack the one in front, boom, I can start reaching out and start threatening to choke. All I have to do is get my hand over the shoulder or grab the gi. This hand comes out, I'm going to turn his chin. Now guys, I don't want you to come in here and be all creepy and weird, right? Be a grown-ass adult. You're turning somebody's head. Grab their chin and turn it. Use your head and push it over. Move deeper over the shoulder. At this point, we're going to grab our bicep and finish one. This hand, just like the WWE sleeper hold, goes the crown of the head, deep breath, pinch the elbows. Okay? So again, we're here. Person in the back taking breaks the grip. We're going to reach up, hold the hand out, turn that chin. We're going to use our head to push it over. Grab the bicep, right at the top of the head, deep breath, pinch. Okay? Now, when we tap to a submission, guys, we tap our training partner smartly twice. Okay? One more, because they're not letting go. But we're not doing these little piss-head little butterfly touches. We're not doing this. You're not going to feel that in a real roll. Right? So, tap your training partner. Don't tap the mat. Don't tap yourself. We get enough people in here tapping the mat. All you hear is you don't know who it is that's tapping, right? Tap your training partner. Make sense? All right. So now you two work together. You two work together. Let's do some choking. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sure. So don't want to straddle the helm. Reach over the shoulder. Yes. Pinch those elbows together, Jack. Deep breath. Okay. Like you're a pincher beaver, right? Yep. Grab your bicep. Oh yeah. Yep. Turn his chin. Grab your bicep. Grab your bicep. And this one is going to go right here. Take a deep breath. Pinch your elbows together. There we go. So make sure that chin stays turned, and I want you to feel how the tap.
Jump there, both drums.
Here. Yeah.
Okay. That might happen.
Yeah, I think sure. Because right now it's good. I don't use myself. We get first fight
Yeah.
And we don't have a forward choke to a wind choke. Okay. Right? That wind choke is mean. We don't want to do that. Okay. So once we get to here, yes, bicep and forearm on the ground, right? We get to here. Here, it's the breath. It's all the space away, and pinch our elbows like we're a pincher beaver, right? And that's what gives you the choke.
Accuracy good there?
Yeah. Yeah, so 3 hand setups we're gonna do with this choke, okay? That's hand setup 1. Give us a few reps back and forth on it, and we'll go to the next one.
What do you do? Oh, cramp. I thought you said cramp. That's cramp. That's not good.
This is a fun one when you come over to board Buick, walk up behind Brett, and just put your arm on his shoulder, right?
He freaked out.
He will flip out, because I showed him how to do this.
He got you.
I showed him how to do it, so he knows what it is, and I say, hey, Brett, do the thing. I'm not doing the thing.
You got your own bodyguard.
The running joke is that I get product on my deals, because I tell them I'm gonna choke them out if they don't buy stuff.
It's true.
It is not true.
Oh, I won't say anything.
All right, guys, time. So that is what I call the WWE hand setup, right? If y'all seen professional wrestling back in the day, and you're gonna come in and they get this grip, and the arm drops, and then the arm drops, and they're just, oh. Well, what it is they always did this setup, right? So this is very, very easy to defend. I'm just gonna sit on my knees behind him, but see? So if I get in here, right, I've got the head turned, whole layers, and I'm up here on top of the head, right? All he has to do is reach up and grab that wrist. Oh, not hit no choke, right? So MMA uses a different hand setup. Now they use the other two that we're gonna do, but primarily they go behind the neck, right? So same setup. Turn the chin, grab the bicep, but instead of going here, I grab the bicep, his hand goes to the back of the neck, right? So I'm no longer up here, I'm down here. Palm on the neck so it fits the curve. Again, deep breath, pinch the elbows to get the tap, okay? So the hand goes here, instead of here, we're going back here. So it's creating more pressure as it hides this hand, right? The deep breath takes all the space away, and then we just pinch our elbows to get the submission. Okay? Make sense? 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, do it. Turn that chin. There we go. Always make sure to turn that chin. You don't want to do wind chokes. Now, I will give you an out for that. If it's a street fight, I don't give a shit. But as long as you're training in the gym or on competition mats, you do not want to do wind chokes with this. You need love chokes. It's a matter of style. And here is a matter of being a good training partner. There's that bicep day. Bicep before you move your arm. Okay.
Your hand was so in front of the head.
Go. Bicep.
And do we have to cut? Can we go a little further into the forearm for the back?
It depends on how long your arms are.
Okay.
Right? You want to be tight, but you don't want to be an asshole about it.
Sure.
You gotta be able to get there.
Right.
All right. Now that chin. Okay. Slow down just a little, okay? And take your hand and physically push the chin. So, I just went through this with you. Yeah?
Yeah,
So,
okay.
guys,
I wanna bring it up.
when we turn the chin, I want to be explicitly clear here, okay? You've got another grown-ass adult with you who does not want you to turn their head, right? If you push here, you're not turning their chin. If you push here, you're not turning their chin. Physically take your hand, like you're trying to maneuver your child, and turn their fucking chin where you want it to go, okay? If they resist too much, they're gonna get crick in their neck, that's their own fault. This is for their own good and safety, right? If we don't do that, our forearm will always be across the throat. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want someone like a chick on Beetlejuice who's at the desk with smoke coming out of the throat hole, right? And now they're talking, I guess, if they smoke 20 packs a day, it's different. You don't want that shit. Especially if you're a customer facing role in your job, you don't want to go to work sounding like you just downed a gallon of grain. Right? So for your own good, you know that we're practicing this, turn your chin. But if you're the one doing the technique, be a good training partner. Turn your chin. Okay? If you're doing this in a live role, turn their chin. If you can't get their chin turned, reach farther across with your arm, and that turns their chin forward. Okay? But we want to make sure we're practicing safely. Continue. 1, 2. Turn that chin. Turn the chin. Turn the chin. We need to talk about this.
Grab my arm and then get my arm in behind the neck.
So, with that, you get your grip, right? Once you grab your bicep, drop your elbow. Right? You go to that bicep, drop your elbow, and then you'll scoop right in. Much better, guys. Much better. Yeah, drop that elbow. And you can go palm to back of the neck if you need to. That's fine. Just sneak that sucker in there. Now, on bigger guys, you're going to have a harder time getting it. It's just the nature of how wide we are. Right? All right, guys, time. Let's talk about the third grip set. This is personally my favorite. They only use for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be facing that little thing. So again, I will typically be sitting with my hooks in, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to be on my knee phone, okay? So, got my seatbelt, I'm in the tight. If you go to the bridge, the good of yourself, all right? Pull the arm out, turn his chin, I'm going to reach into the feet, okay? This is already coming in pretty good. At this point, I'm going to pull his shoulder away from my body. I'm still connected on one side, I'm going to open it up. This forearm goes right against the shoulder blade. I'm going to wiggle with my hands right here, and then I'm going to rotate. Okay? So get in. Forearm goes across here. My wrist is right at the track level. Okay? So get here. Nice firm. This wrist stays straight. It's just going to pivot. Okay? It's straight. And I rotate. When you rotate, it forces the muscles in your arm to flex, and it closes that vice. Okay? I hope you're going to do a little bit bigger, right? I know you've seen it before. That's right, you did. You brought her into flex one night. Yeah. Set that choke up on his wife. It was awesome. All right, you ready to try it? All right, on 2, 1, 2. Same set. Grip, turn that chin, boom. Now, hold his shoulder away so with this hand, hold him up. Forearm goes right here. Now, you grip his hand fast. So I want you to here. Right? This stays straight. Now, if it's going to rotate this way, don't bend your wrist, keep it straight. Rotate. Right? If you turn your wrist, you lose flex. Right? So this stays straight. Just rotate. Can you see what's coming down? Keep it straight, just like this. Okay. Close it up. Keep this straight. And rotate.
Just this, don't change the angle of your wrists at all. As soon as you rotate, as soon as you turn it either way,
Yes.
you make it on a space
Just
and
like that.
just go forward. I think you might have been coming in a bit of an angle.
Everybody does this.
Yeah.
We get this, right? and it ends up doing this, right? Look at my arm.
It gives
So
me
it opens up, right? So this stays straight and you're just twisting. This one rotates around. Here, this one stays straight, okay? This was my favorite setup because they cannot stop it. They can't defend it. And it's super, super tight. Straighten that wrist up. There we go. Another thing, it's very common when you go to rotate, that you're creating space between you and your opponent. Stay tight. Okay? The more space you give, the easier it is for this go to get relaxed. Straighten that wrist up. It takes a minute to get used to this thing, right? We've got 2 wrist actions going on. Kind of like patting your tummy and rubbing your head, right? Or vice versa. Nice. Bend that wrist. One on the back stays straight. Yep. Here.
You lost your bicep over here as well. There you go. Bicep came out again.
For 2 minutes. Just take this arm, you got your grip, right? For 2 minutes. Let everything tenses up. This one is here, it's just a coping with the rotation. Okay?
You want it back? Tom, you want to get one? Give him a check. I'll have him put it back.
Turn that chin. Good. Good. Much better. Much better. All right, finish the right of your arm. Good, good, good. All right. So that's choking somebody with rear naked choke with 3 different grip setups. Okay. Couple of pitfalls to watch out for. When somebody's got their seatbelt set up, right? And break the strip. Boom. For future reference, right? Not only repping technique, for future reference, you break the strip, pinch your elbow in the tight. Or hook this up. You want it hard for them to take this up. Right? If this gets snaked out really quickly, control your choking arm, pull this arm out, right? I'm going to extend this arm over my body, right? Rotate his thumb to the ceiling so I can play an arm bar. Okay, is this man on the? Yeah. God damn it. There's an arm bar right here. We are not practicing this tonight, but I want you to be aware of it, okay? If you're taking somebody's back, you're trying to do shoulder, make it control your wrist, you need to be aware of this, okay? Your goal is going to be to get this hand back, right? So put your arm out, boom. And then you fight to establish your seatbelt again, okay? Then you start over. So I'm going to go back to doing this. I'm going to try to control this arm. If I can keep both arms, great, but if I can't, I'm going to attack this one. You pull this one out of the way and start coming back to this one, I'm going to defend over here. Right? And the same kind of thing. I'm going to be trying to work on anything I need for my advantage. Okay? Now, from here, we're going to move into the back escape. Okay, we're gonna bridge the skate out of back control. So the first thing I have to do is I'm gonna take my back, right? Control that choking arm. All right, so we're gonna take one hand, go on the wrist. Don't go up at the elbow, go at the wrist. And we're gonna get our fingers hooked on one of the bones of the wrist and we're gonna rotate it down. This makes the grip weaker, okay? So these fingers need to be strong. With the grip, pull it down. This hand goes over to this pant leg, right? And you go pull the leg here. We're gonna get a hold of this. I'm gonna bring my feet in towards my butt. I'm gonna bridge backwards, putting him on his back, putting my shoulders on his midsection, all right? Keep a good grip here, good grip here. I'm gonna try and push this out. If he's being stubborn, I'm gonna kick my leg out, push this down. I'm gonna step over it. I'm gonna walk my body all the way around where I get to here. Now from here, you're going to put your arms over your head and you're gonna roll towards their hips. And you're gonna come back into side control, knee at the shoulder, knee at the hip. Okay? We are not going to roll towards their head. All they have to do is bump us, and then they're out the door. Okay? You guys remember this one from last time? You see it one more time? Okay. I know you remember how to do this. Go the choking arm. It's that pant leg. Big bridge. Big bridge. Get me flat on my back. Yes! Now get over. I'm gonna walk. And he rolls towards the hips, keeping pressure on the whole time, right in the side control. Okay? If you do this right, it does not matter how much you weigh, you can feel like you weigh 500 pounds. Okay? It's only a bridge and driving everything into your shoulders, into their midsection. Okay? Make sense? All right, on 2, 1, 2. Griffin, what's happening?
What's up?
Where you been?
I'm a dad's.
Where's your dad?
I don't play video games.
I'm sorry, what?
He's at home playing video games in his bed. I said, "See, Dad, then we go into class."
Bridge, get your shoulders on us. There we go. So he'd rather play video games than come do jujitsu.
But
Oh, hell yeah.
less space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue.
Oh,
You were kind of pressure if you were before.
sure, Dad.
I'm
Huh?
great.
Yeah, this coach on it, right? Trains up there. They've been here a while, because, you know, stuff.
Like,
You always turn toward my.
oh, towards, okay. Brian's trying to let me catch him with how few he's been here. Like, yeah.
He just said to be free laughing emoji. Really?
You're gonna have to drive up to his dad's house himself. He's right up the street.
Punk ass. Purple belt does not mean don't go to class anymore.
Ask him.
I know. I'm busy, I work 2 jobs, I run the kid. Go ahead. I got a new girl, that's the reason. Bridge, big bridge, big bridge. So don't worry about clearing that leg till after you bridge, okay? You're gonna have a harder time doing it.
Do, when I grab the pant leg, bridge first?
Bridge.
Bridge first before bringing it
Grab
in.
your arm, grab the pant leg, big bridge.
Okay.
Once you get their, them pinned down, then you can kick your leg out, clear their leg and step over it. Okay? If you go before that, they're in too good a position to block you from doing that. Yes, hit it, pivot, spin. So we get the bridge, jump. And then we can bridge this way. Back and forth. Okay? Bridge, take that leg out. Every step. Walk. Little spin, spin.
Good at queso again?
What's that? Yep, you can go to queso from there. But right now, we're just gonna do, side control. I like the leg hook, it's funny. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Not bad.
Oh, yeah.
Methodically step. What happens if you hop? You lose control. Well, you're not necessarily losing control, you still have your weight on it. But you lose your base, you lose your common point, right?
Yeah.
So you lose
Should I be
weight.
looking under? Like, where should I be, like, after rolling to your hands?
You don't have to.
Just,
If it's very,
okay.
So now, you've got the movement down. When you finish, right, your side control, you're gonna have a knee at the elbow, knee at the hip. So, chest to chest.
Like that?
Yep, you're trying to be perpendicular. You're gonna bring this knee in his hip. And this knee in the shoulder. This arm goes all the way under. And then this arm goes all the way under his arm. And then able grip your hands.
Yep.
Yep, and just heavy in the chest. Okay. Then center of chest to center of chest. So back your body up a little bit. Bring your knees in. Yes, there you go. Got it. That's where you want to finish up. That's where you have better control.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It'll do that.
You all right?
very good back.
Good. Free chiropractic adjustments.
I've been a chiropractor so long.
Beauty of jujitsu.
Hiking the sideways. That's sloppy as shit for the head.
Go to side control, Griffin. Don't be full. Go to side control. Finish strong. So where did you learn that lightweight? That something you picked up along the way, or is that
I need some wrestling thing, just for control.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It takes away their tools. I'm all for that.
Do I want my control point on the knee if possible? If possible. Because like,
Because if you're down on the ankle area, you're almost, when you go to move that, when you slip up, you want to be, like, if you're working hard to do the chain, so his pant is over. Right? That's such a pain in the ass. So you take it to the knees, so you can just slam that bitch on the bone.
or the shin in the ass, you mean.
Yeah, that too.
Pretty clean. Ankles back. Yeah, perfect, that is. Pretty clean enough.
when you're moving, don't hop.
Okay. Walk over.
Walk over. Same thing for you. Right? Just both feet come off the max, all of your weight is on them, and you can't move right?
Okay.
So in that instance, when they feel it, the big record is going to feel it, they're going to turn to the opposite side.
And that's why I need my feet up.
Exactly. It's a good counterweight. Right? Couple more reps, then we're going to move on to the next one. Okay. All right, finish the one you're on. All right, now we're gonna do the ankle lock from back control. Griffin, come take my back, please. We're gonna go through this a couple of times, so you guys see what's going on with it, okay? So, he's got his seatbelt, right? I want to pinch and lock his arms down, so I don't want them going anywhere, all right? Now, when you have back control, there's two sides that you can go to fall to the side. Strong side, weak side, okay? Strong side just means that's the side where your arm is over your shoulder. If we go more aside from here, he has control, right? If I can get my head to the mat, I can escape, okay? Which means, if we go to this side, I can get my head to the mat, I can escape, okay? So strong side, I have a harder time escaping. Weak side, I have an easier side escaping. So whenever we're here, if we don't stay seated, he doesn't want me bridging into him to escape, so he's going to pull me strong side, right? Forward. Now he can start attacking his attacks from here. I'm going to keep control of this choking arm. I'm going to pinch my elbow down to try and delay whatever he's doing with this arm, right? Make him fight for it. It will not stop it from happening, but it will slow it down. My top leg, I'm going to step high and capture their instep with my Achilles. But I'm going to drag it back, I'm going to move my hips, where I can get my instep behind my knee. Figure four, and then I'm going to hip in and toward the ceiling. Okay? Here, right? Same thing we're doing all night. Lock everything down. He wants me on the strong side, so it's harder for me to escape. Right? If we stay seated, I'm going to do the bridge escape. But he wants me on the strong side, and he has control. My head doesn't hit the mat. Clamp everything down. Top foot. High step, scoop, Achilles to the instep. We walk our hips back a little bit, figure four. And I'm going to hip in, so hipping in and up to the ceiling. Okay? The hip movement looks like this. Here. Okay? When I trap this, and I do that movement, but in, this is what it's doing to the foot, all right? I'm folding the foot and then extending everything, okay? The bones and tendons in this foot don't like to go that way. So we're saying, fuck you, you're going anyways, folding it and rolling it up. It expands everything to the ankle, everything to the foot, and it hurts like hell. Okay? With this, go slow. Right? It doesn't take much to do once you get in position for it. If you go too fast, you can pop somebody's foot. Now, when I say that, this is a straight ankle lock, okay? It is legal for white belts to do in competition, meaning there is a very low risk of permanent damage. Okay, low risk of permanent damage. Just like an arm bar, which we know can fuck your elbow up some. It's like a choke, which we know can fuck your throat up some. Right? So we go slow with it. You've got the control, we don't have to be fast. Alright? I get it.
When you say the strong side and weak side, are you looking to hit this only when you're on that strong side, when they've pulled you over and now you want to hit it?
You can hit it from either place, right? But if I'm on the leading side,
If you hit it from either place, like
yes,
this side or that
whether
side.
I'm strong on the weak side, I can hit it from either side. However, that being said, if I end up weak side, I would rather escape than camp out and hope that I can hit this. I should say hope. Than try to hit this, right? Because I know I can, getting in position for it, right? I'd much rather escape into a more dominant position and be something where I can get more close to 100% success. Because I'll tell you this, right? I've done this to play. I don't know how many times I may have tapped you, maybe once with it, maybe once. Some people have very stretchy ankles and feet, right? It is not going to work, but that's the same thing as some people have super stretchy shoulders. Some people have super stretchy elbows. Try putting a freaking Americana on Zane. It's not easy to do. It's bendy as hell, right? So you have to adapt to the person. Does that mean I won't use this technique on play? No, I'm using it all the time. I may not be able to submit with it, but it's with the control point. Gives me something to think about. There's always that little half an inch space that I might get to where it works. Right? But yeah, I'm going, if we end up on the weak side, I'd rather escape. Okay? So, all right? Okay. Control. If we stay seated, I'm going to do what? Bridge escape, right? Just like we just did. If I don't secure these arms, what's going to happen? Sure. Rear naked choke, two collar choke, whatever. We've done all those this week, right? I'm going to control. If I know I'm here and he's got heavy heels and he's not letting me bring my feet into the bridge, I'll fall to the strong side. Okay, let's go. Because I know I've got this in my back pocket, right? I'm going to take this foot, I'm going to step high, right? You control the choking arm, keep this pinch. If he's got a heavy heel here, I can't step high. Grab the pant leg, kick out, step over, walk the hips back. Trying to get to here, I'm not in position. See how I'm limited on the movement here? If I walk my hips back, now I can get in, right? So I'm going to hip in and up, and it folds and stretches the foot. Okay? Let's try it. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Easy, Brody. Treat me like a delicate flower. I will.
Don't break the overhead, Brody.
So,
You don't necessarily have to grab that, right?
Yeah.
So for right now, just keep both hands on his hands.
like that.
Go ahead and get your hook back in. Like that. So step high, and drag it back across, tuck your instep behind your knee.
Yeah, like that.
Yep. You can actually walk your foot back out of the bed. Yep. So look at my feet.
Now you got that edge backwards.
Here, you make good contact, right? Then we're going in and up. So you're a little too deep on his foot.
Okay.
Okay.
Not over his foot.
Yeah.
Okay. You would, also this guy, you don't want to supposed to pop off from under your knee.
Yeah.
Right, shoot it out there.
So it was too deep, that'll just hold him there.
Right. That's your control point. The submission is when you get it across.
And then
Top
flip
muscle
your hips.
control. And then in.
Turn your hips.
It's pretty gross.
That actually makes a lot of
Cross.
I told him if I could try to get it when I was screwing up, and I could hold him.
Slow down.
It wasn't going. Because he still had that under control, so he had-
It's right, you're kind of, it's right.
Yeah,
Really close.
Yeah.
In and up.
Is this foot planted right here?
Yep, plant that foot.
Yep.
And make sure you cross the instep. In.
feels wrong.
Oh, you're really deep on his foot, right? So you want to be across the top of it. There we go. Now, get in and up.
Oh, yeah.
It is not comfortable.
Oh, sorry.
What's that?
Sure.
Guys, if a person finds submission is going too fast, how do you slow down? If the training partner told you to slow down and you don't do it, we're gonna have a problem. Our goal is not to break our training partners. Get in and up, dude. In and up. Rotate hips toward the ceiling. There we go. Again. Rotate toward the ceiling. Rotate toward the ceiling. Your hips. You're rotating the bottom hip towards the top. You're not rotating up. You're hipping straight in. And up the hip from this way, and then take the bottom hip.
Wait, that was bending at the wrong way. It's supposed to be more like out than in. But,
Much better.
out, yeah, because I was going like that. I was just sort of moving it to the left.
Rotate the ceiling. Rotate the ceiling. There we go. Slow down. Slow down a little bit. Yep. All right, guys, now, let's talk about how to defend this. What kind of jerk would I be to show you how to break somebody's foot and not show you how to defend it? Super simple. Push the back of their head towards their hips. Super simple. Here. Alright. Control. Ball, step, scoop. Now, I'm gonna start attacking this, right? Griffin knows that if he doesn't defend, he's hosed. I'm going to turn up and in, and we get the submission. If he takes his hands, right, fights his hands free, pushes my head towards my hips, I cannot get the flex that I need with my hips to get the submission, right? Fortunately, keep my head pushed down, right? Now strip out a little bit, right? Oh, your foot's up, oh shit. Now I'm on my side and he's at top position. Okay? It's that simple. Yes.
Positional question. If you're pushing down on the head there, is there a way where they can abandon the submission and flip themselves over basically into closed guard or
Potentially.
Okay.
Potentially. But even if they do invert and roll, which would be crazy as hell to try and do with this position,
Sure.
right? You're gonna do a fucking granny roll and then dropping your hips to catch them closed up.
Or just flipping their hips straight out from there. Just to here, if they can get their feet back together. Not back together, separated.
You're talking about them top over the turtle. Sure, that's what we said, right?
Yeah, and then my
So-
question is, can they come up and pin the hips and put you in the half guard instead of them going to turtle?
So, you go here, I boom, I go step here, he pushes the head down, I turn, I come up like this. The only way I can go is here, right?
Okay, so the angle
See,
switch.
because where I'm at, if he's pushing my head down where it should be to stop the ankle lock, right? I would have to do this, and try to capture him, okay?
Okay.
That is such a low percentage move, it's not worth the energy, okay?
But they could scramble from turtle.
Sure, 100%. That's always a risk, right? Always a risk. But if you're the one pushing the head at the hips, that's much better than having to go to a turtle scramble, or even somebody brandy rolling and trying to catch them in closed guard, because you can dip out of the way for that. That's much better than getting your ankle broken, right? So, yes, there is a potential for a scramble, but that's always the case, right? We're giving up control to defend. We always have that gives opportunity for movement, right? So, your best bet, if that ankle lock is being applied, head to the hips, and try and force them to turtle, because if you can force them to turtle, here, boom, he's trying to apply this, I push his head, he goes to turtle, I can follow, and I still have a hook in. Now I'm pushing the hips over, and we can just reset. And I'm right back where I want to be, okay? Make sense?
I think he should turn the other way. So you're going to turtle, he should come through.
Certainly. So, demonstrate. Take that. Show me what we're talking about. Push your head, push your head, push your head. Yeah, you can do that too.
That, yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely do that as well. Then you're in closed guard instead of having the back taken. Puts you in a better position, right? There's many, many options to get out of it.
If they do try to flip over the closed guard, do you use that outside hook to prevent can you recover that hook and prevent the roll?
We can what if it
Okay.
all night, right? I mean,
So it is just a variable kind of thing.
it's a variable thing, it's a massive timing thing, right? Just like any other instance in jiu-jitsu, there are a plethora of options, right?
Yeah. Each one of them is different.
Exactly,
Okay.
right? What if he puts his hand here instead of here?
Right.
What if his hips are shifted in this direction instead of this direction? there are so many possible variations. Our goal is to limit those options, right? So we go in, we got the seat belt, we're trying to keep positive control over it, we go to the strong side. Oh shit, our ankle gets caught. We have to defend that, but we need to try and defend it in a manner that we can control where they're going. So if I'm gonna push their head to their hips, I'm also gonna push that outside shoulder down, right? So I will be attacking with your cyclone. So if I'm pushing his head to his hips, I'm also gonna be trying to push that shoulder down, forcing turtle, right? He doesn't have an option other than that. But if I just push the head and hips from that, if I just push the head and hips, well, yeah, he can turn and roll, he can go in a turtle, he can do the invert. I want to push the head, and if I have the presence of mind, I'm going to push that top shoulder down to force the shoulder rotation to make him go to turtle. Okay? That make sense?